Hi everyone, welcome to Amaranth. These are general messages for the collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter placement. Let's get into it. So the first card you have, Cancerian, is the fish, number 34. So 3, 4, and 7 are coming through strong with this energy. It's such a perfect card for you, Cancerians. The fish. Now, over here further, it says, I trust the flow of abundance. As I give, I receive more. Yeah, so that's what this fish energy is about, right? Fish is out deep into the ocean, doing their things, moving from one place to another. They're just going with the flow. And the thing about fish is they're always together. If you see in the picture also, there's a group, and every kind of fish, they just hang out together and they're constantly moving. Right? That's how energy is, constantly moving in the flow of things. And I feel that, Cancerians, right now with this fish energy is all about staying open-hearted, open-minded, and going with the flow. It's also allowing the flow, whether it's allowing the flow of energy into your house through some feng shui and house cleaning practices or house aligning practices. This is also allowing the money to flow. You know, not really holding it tight, not hoarding it, allowing it to flow, whether through investments or charity or philanthropy or investing in yourself and things like that. The same goes with love and your time and all the resources. The more you share, the more you will get back in return, right? That's the law of abundance, the law of scales, the universal scales. I feel that, Cancerians, a lot of you might be working in places that are behind the scenes or on, you might just be working behind the scenes on some business that you're starting or some career. And I feel that whatever you're doing, if you're doing it with structure, applying a discipline to it, it will bring you a lot of returns. This is also, I feel, long-term returns that you're going to get. Some of you might be, fish is a very spiritual creature. It's been used in a lot of mythology. I've heard a lot of fish tales and fish stories. So you might be engaging into some philosophy or faith systems or just learning up, higher learning and things like that. But I do feel, this is abundance that you're creating for yourself, whether it's to correct investments or buying properties or, creating multiple streams of income. And it's like, let money flow and grow kind of energy, right? So, and also I feel that the more you share, the more your money, wealth, abundance, joy will multiply. Some of you might be investing into home-based businesses, like, maybe a freelancing, maybe you are into handmade goods, maybe you're, opening some kind of a food business inside of your house. It could be anything. It could be anything, craft, weaving, knitting, or just, reading cards or something like that. You might be into it. Some of you could be also starting, fish-based businesses, koi ponds or fish tanks, bringing them into your house, even fish tanks. Some of you could be starting seafood businesses as well, or you could be into ecosystems of that, marine ecosystems, like protecting fish and all the marine wildlife and things like that, or even the corals, But for the most part, I feel that this is about let the energy flow. Also, the more you meditate, the more you align your thoughts with your actions, the more abundance you will create for yourself, Gemini. And this is also, like, have you seen The Life of Pi? That's a perfect fish energy out there. It's like some of you will just, you might receive just unexpected money from here or there. Maybe it's tax returns. Maybe it's something that you forgot about. Maybe you lent it to somebody and you forgot about it. So there is finances that will come by unexpected. Some money here and there. Maybe it's mainly through your career and work, but some money could come in just, when you didn't expect it. This could also be gifts that you receive, something that you do not expect. Somebody sends you a gift randomly. But it's like allowing, things to flow. And removing any rigid structures you have in your head in regards to abundance and investments, This could also be upscaling, like you gathering skills, going to colleges, or just learning something online, some courses, and applying that to make money. But it could also be that you're in a, you're in a job and you are asked to do a job, some kind of work, and you have some other skill that's related to that, and you use that, and then you're offered another job in regards to the skill that you apply. All right? This is generosity at any level, whether it's in the family, you're being generous with your family members of your time, energy, you're coaching them, mentoring them, or maybe it's like taking your family to beaches or to pool sides or water by the water bodies, lakes, and things like that. That could be it as well. But it's also, I think there is something about money, and the way you deal with money is also changing. Yeah, the way you circulate money. You could be, sending funds across the globe. This could also be the way you send money or the way you deal money. Because these days we have crypto and it's still payment. So you could be in those industries where you're changing the way money is dealt with. But for the most part, I feel like it's about growth and abundance in your emotions becoming more stable, more happier, more spiritually aligned, and also with growing of finances and growing of spirituality. The next card you have considered is the oak man. The oak man, if you see here, there is one big oak tree that's like embodying a living old ancient being. And then there is like little small creatures out there, right? So forest creatures, it further says here, I am rooted, protected, and guided by ancient wisdom. Yeah, I feel that, Cancerians. This is the time for you to just be patient, to slow down. You might be in a rush going here, there, everywhere. But I feel that you need to, be more grounded in your emotions, in your decisions. Be more patient. You might be having to make some decisions or call some shots, but I feel that, and this is also like about not rushing into saying things, not being reactive, being vigilant, being observant, and just knowing when to talk, when not to talk, which words to use, what's the tone to be used, with whom, what you should say to whom, or who you should include in meetings and things like that, just knowing the deep reason behind it. Like, for example, if your kid is making noise, instead of like being really brash about it, like, and shutting the kid down, instead you could just, tell the kid to be in a very polite and gentle manner, to be quiet or to engage in some activity, or give them some activity where they stop crying, they stop bothering you, and things like that, just knowing that the kid is crying because he's warm. So that's the wisdom behind it. So those kind of situations you can handle by being more wiser. I feel that you will be able to, you'll feel more grounded, you'll feel more stable if you do things patiently, not rush, not fast, quick beat, quick, fast earning, fast money. That's not what's going to serve you right now. I also feel don't do things in a rush. Like if you're asked to do one task, don't cut corners, because right now I feel your reputation is also on the line. Do things methodically, do things patiently, because it will, you will create a good reputation out of that. For some of you, I feel that this could be about moves that you're trying to make and you're making decisions around it. It could be that, how do you want to handle, like, you want to move your family, or do you want to move, or do you even want to move, or how are you going to handle maybe your job? Maybe you've been relocated for a job to a different place. You're trying to handle those kind of situations. Or you're trying to make career moves because there is something, a good opportunity in a different scene. Now you're trying to see, like, is it going to be good for you or not? So you need to slow down with the pros and cons, and see how you can do the best to keep yourself and your family protected and safe. Whether it's to, neighborhood, having a good community support system and things like that. So don't move to a place where, your family feels isolated, or don't move to a remote place where there is no support system, things like that. I also feel that You might be setting up things or doing things that, you're not sharing with a lot of people. You might be even protecting information, or you might be into systems that are protecting information or guarding some kind of information, or even, yeah, perfecting data, or you could be protecting some information that you know and you don't want to give out. And this is also protecting, from ancestral things. Maybe professions that have been passed down, books that have been passed down, crafts that have been passed down, knowledge that has been passed down through your family, ancestors and things like that. Maybe traditions you want to preserve for the next generations, this could also be, physical walks in the forest, because the forest is right in the picture. You might be doing something related to forest, initiatives preserving forests, or sustainable living and things like that, tapping into natural resources. Maybe you're gardening, maybe you're growing your own food. Yeah, things like that. It's like connecting with grandma, grandpa, their wisdom. Just knowing that how they handle situations can also be very helpful to you, will guide you in these current times, especially when it comes to making decisions regarding your family. I also feel that you might be into preserving things. Maybe you're preserving food, creating food that gets preserved over time and, out into the stores. Maybe you're preserving family food recipes. Or this could also be preservation of old furniture. Or, at a global level, you could be into preservation of some historical sites, redoing things or repaying them, maintaining them, and things like that. But this is like something related to your traditions, family, and roots as well. Giving them the strength, being the pillar of strength for them, enduring, passing the quality of endurance so that, kids understand what patience and endurance is like, because generation today is like fast forward. They want everything yesterday, right? They want everything done yesterday. They don't have the patience. So once we incorporate these qualities of being patient and enduring and not cutting corners in younger generation, it creates just a better generation going forward. The next card you have considered is the Three of Cups, and it says abundance. Further, it says, my heart is a flowing fountain. The more I share, the richer I become. Yeah, Three of Cups, like we saw with the past two energies, the fish energy, creating abundance in every way, emotional abundance, spiritual abundance, abundance in your finances, in your family, where you live, decorating your house, arranging energy points in your house to keep the energy flowing. You're in a very community nurturing kind of energy right now, considering just having a good time with your people, the ones you trust, or maybe just going out there, enjoying parties or, festivals together, with friends or cousins or just community, or just doing something together, like maybe a bonfire, a campfire, just family reunion, something like that, where you're sitting together, having meals or cooking meals together and just having a shared laugh or watching movies together, where harmony is flowing, respect is flowing, positive energy is flowing, people are having a good time, good laugh, cooking together, collaborating, even outside of home, collaborations that feel like family, with people that feel like family. This could be reunions of school and college friends as well. This could be, just feeling happy, sitting at home, cooking a meal together, celebrating the victories, the small joys of life, and just, supporting each other, very supportive, bonding environment. This could also be culturally you're exchanging, cultural exchanges in a lot of cities and countries for people that like to participate in cultural exchanges and all of that. You could be into that as well. But it's just that, your heart is overflowing because you had a good time, because you have a support system and things like that. And the last card concerns for today you have is number 25. It says make a wish. So 2, 5, and 7. 7 is a divine number anyway. So make a wish. Here you go. All your wishes are ready to come true. Don't be afraid to wish. Big, small, anything that you have in your heart, because right now the energy is so much available to you, so strong for you, Cancer, and said whatever you wish with your whole heart, it will come true. It's a really powerful time for you to manifest your heart's desire. It could be anything. It's hypothesis here. My wishes are seeds. The universe delights in growing. So the universe is having your back. All the stars, the cosmic is aligning for you. So some of you might be into visualizations or dream manifestations and things like that. But if you set the intention and you put the energy out there, anything impossible that you thought was impossible will become possible for you. So yeah, don't be afraid to manifest. Don't be afraid to write down your wishes on paper, whether it's, jobs or whatever you wish. But it's a really positive time for you to create the magic in your life. It's test time, so positivity, whether it's like, you want to go somewhere, dream vacations or dream weddings, you want to plan something, you want to start side businesses, you want to grow spiritually, whatever is your wish, things will align, resources will align. The universe is making it possible for you. It's turning your wishes into reality, and some dreams will transform lives with this kind of energy. So be ready for opportunities, be ready for wishes to be granted, you might see some dandelions, which shows that your fairies are around you, if you believe in that is. So I do see a lot of prosperous time, protection, divine protection is here for you. So you might be enjoying like your home environment, your external environment, and, living in harmony with the people around you. If you wish for promotions or you wish for anything, some people to just come magically show up in your life, it's going to happen. Something that your soul really wishes, something that you wish for from your heart and soul, the universe will conspire to help you. It's just that, especially it's like, that space in the early morning time, it's like the twilight time when you whisper that wish to the universe and the universe receives it and sends it back to you fulfilled and manifested in your life. It's that kind of an energy here. And these things are general messages, Cancerians will play out differently. Let me know how it's playing out in your life in the comments below, and hope you enjoyed your messages. So thank you guys for joining. Please subscribe and hit the like if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye for now.